Have you ever been so in the zone that the entire world around you seemed to fade away? Did you notice that during that time you were performing at your very best? There are much more people experiencing this feeling, but they also find it really hard to maintain this feeling or get in the zone when they are doing things that are less fun. And when I read the book The Rise of Superman, I found that it was called flow. Perhaps you wouldn't believe it, but it is the fundamental need for us humans. But what is it exactly? Flow is a state of mind that helps us perform at our peak and often feel spiritual. You can call it a way of consciousness, but also enlightenment, where we are very present in the moment. So yeah, for lovers of the book The Power of Now, flow and presence have a lot of similarities. And people often find flow to be a very powerfully spiritual experience. And after being in flow state, many people say that they felt one with their subconscious or creative intuition. They were able to listen to it. And most people who are in a flow state often experience that feeling that they don't exist as individuals. They become their life's work. For example, when I'm making these videos, reading books or making a script, I get so immersed with the book or my writings that I feel one with them and get joy out of being with them. Sounds strange, right? But that feeling is flow, which is incredible because you feel one with the universe and the feeling of loneliness will disappear. You forget that time exists and your worries are gone for a while, but then my girlfriend calls me and I'm totally out of it, but that's another story. So rule number 1 is flow is a peaceful state of mind that is in do mode. To enter flow, your task should be intrinsically rewarding. The activity itself should be its own reward. Flow is tied to our neurochemistry. This is important because it will tell us how flow works, how it arises from your mind to your body. When we enter flow states, our brain releases 5 crucial chemicals that both make us feel good and actually increase our performance, leading us to peak performance, what we all desperately want. So the first is dopamine, which helps us to sharpen our focus and find innovative solutions to problems. Dopamine is also responsible for our feelings of engagement, excitement, and desire for exploration. And in fact, it even rewards curiosity by making us feel good. It is the feeling you get if you have a to-do list and you cross out a task you just did and it makes you feel good. Or the feeling you get if you received a text message. It makes you feel good. This is why notifications, or for example, WhatsApp, work so well. It is a sign that you are going to receive dopamine. Your brain goes, woo, I've got a text, I'm popular, dopamine, and your brain loves that. The second one I can't pronounce, so I won't try it, but it helps us to maintain focus and boost our skills. This is combined the next one, which boosts our creativity, and it reduces our ability to feel fear, thus making us more able to test out new ideas. Next, endorphins are released and they offer us relief from muscle pain. And finally, the flow state is followed by a healthy squirt of serotonin, and serotonin is responsible for the feeling after being in the zone. And this is a big part of what keeps us coming back for more. So rule number 2 is flow chemicals make us healthy addicted to productivity, which is something we absolutely need. But how do you stay in flow? Once you enter flow, it is important that you stay in that state. And through momentum, this is much easier than you think. Because an object that is in motion stays in motion. So simply start a task. Your task should be challenging, but not impossible. In fact, without the right level of difficulty, it's impossible to enter the state of concentration necessary to achieve flow. It should be roughly 4% greater than your skill level. But for a lot of people it still can be hard. So in order to stay in a flow, you need to know goals to maintain your concentration. And then I don't mean your life goals, which can also help you to stay there because it will probably be the reason your why to do the task in the first place. But the author means here immediate attainable goals. You want immediate feedback of how you are doing, and sometimes this can be pretty hard to measure. For example, with reading books, it is often not the habit to measure if you have really learned what's on the page, because you can set a goal for reading 50 pages a day, but if you don't remember anything at the end, it was useless. So I hold my pencil always next to me and underline everything I found important. And after every paragraph I write down what I learned. And most of the time this is just one word or a sentence that summarizes the majority. Obviously I use these methods to make the script for the video that you're watching right now. So rule number 3 is measure your goals while being in flow. So flow is a state of mind in which we operate at our absolute best, but it's not mystical. Flow is rooted in our neurochemistry and is for everyone attainable. To summarize, flow is a peaceful state of mind that is in do mode. Flow chemicals make us healthy, addicted to productivity, and measure your goals while being in flow. Please share this with your friends if you found it helpful, or put a comment below with some feedback or your thoughts on this topic. And thank you for watching, and as always, get your ass into action.